the FEI regulations restrict the type of bits that you can use in horses. All horses have to compete in double bridles, and the bit check to make sure that you're only using, the riders are only using the allowed bits happens after the test, because it's felt that if the steward is going to be checking the horse's mount before the test, it'll disturb the horse, and he checks all the saddlery and the spurs. And before these horses have even come to this point, yesterday they all have a vet check by a panel of vets and the grand jury to check that they're all fit and healthy to compete. So the FEI ensured that there is a very high level of horse welfare at all international competitions, not just championships.
So, coming forward now, part of the world gold medal winning team from 2010 for the Netherlands, Hans-Peter Minderhoud rides Glock's Romanov. Romanov by Rodiamont, Oldenburger bred 13-year-old stallion, owned by Glock's Holding. Of course, Hans-Peter and his partner Edward Gaal just started a 10-year sponsorship deal with Gaston Glock. Hans-Peter was part of the gold medal winning team at the European Championships at Le Mandria in 2007 and Team Brons at the last FEI European Dressage Championships at Rotterdam on home soil in 2011. Hans-Peter's been riding this horse since May, and they won the special at Aachen on 77.75%.
Yeah, well, from a new kid on the block, albeit a very good new kid on the block, we're going to a pretty experienced rider now who is immensely experienced with all kinds of horses. You said he's only really just taken the ride over from this horse from Edward, but you know, Hans-Peter is such a clever rider, riding horses, all kinds of horses, and especially stallions. And I know that actually the Dutch were hoping for a little bit more points from their first rider, Danielle. So it's put a bit of pressure now on Hans-Peter to see what he can do in terms of coaxing the marks out of this horse. He's doing a pretty good job with that. Yeah, good.
I just clocked out of the corner of my eye that the average score for the Halton Rein-back was about 5 and a bit.
Yes, the horse is a beautiful moving horse and has great gaits, and certainly there's a lot of talking point when he first came out on the international scene, but he perhaps isn't the easiest. There are certain areas that he can lose points. He can come a bit short in the neck. But as I said, you know, there is nobody better than Hans-Peter for wheedling out every mark that's possible.
Well, this is an interesting start, of course. This is the last Dutch rider we'll see today. Edward Gaal and Adelinde Cornelissen will come in tomorrow's session of judging. But as things stand at the moment, Hans-Peter is going to struggle to really better Daniel Heekop's score of 70% or thereabouts.
Well, I don't know, because that was a pretty impressive Piaf Passage tour, and providing it all hinges on this canter work, really. This horse needs enough help and skill from the rider, but we've got the right guy in the saddle to provide that. Oh, horse changed with his hind leg one stride earlier than the front legs in that. be a tricky moment for these 1 times. Hans-Peter really spending a lot of time preparing that horse before he let him take his first one. They're all okay, they're not the springiest behind. Oh, a bit of jumping together in the hind legs before that. Oh, there's barely enough spring in the canter, but it was a good small size. Just watch his right leg now. He'll be helping that cat to stay jumping. Look how small that is. Whoa. Hans-Peter is clawing the marks back.
Hans-Peter Minderhoud, Glock's Romanov, second and final rider we see today for the Netherlands, coming towards the conclusion of their Grand Prix test, just this final centre line of Piaf Dressage.
So very much on the spot there. Very controlled. Whoa, very good transitions. All of Hans-Peter, or happy as we call him, all of his skill has been used in this test. And I would say that's probably going to finish off at a 71%, and that's very interesting now with where we stand, with, if you like, possibly the third scores, the counting scores of the teams pushing for the medals. Of course, we've got the Danish yet to come, but
so Hans-Peter Minderhoud, Glock's Romanov, just starting to see their scores coming together. Could be about 71 or so percent should go into third.
yeah, 71.3.
71.383 it is on the provisional leaderboard. Third place for Hans-Peter Minderhoud and Glock's Romanov. The second rider for the Netherlands, of course, they've got Daniel Hiccup now in fifth place on 70.288 as well.
And that's very interesting for us looking at the leaderboard here as it stands, with basically Germany and then Michael